What's happening, everyone? Welcome, Week 18 NFL Eggheads Picks. Sporting my shades here. So glad you guys can join me. Coming off a decent week. I got 10 wins last week, 6 losses. Not bad. I made some money as well. Had some really bad picks though. My lock of the week lost it. So currently I'm 8-8. So I need a lock of the week to hit this week so I can at least come out winning for the season. Without further ado, let's get on with this week's picks. We got some exciting games this week. Got a couple people praying that a couple teams win, especially Cincinnati Bengals fans. I know they're dying to get the Bengals in there. Joe Burrow would be a dangerous cat in the playoffs, man. He really would. Atlanta's vying for their hopes are slim to none, but they still got a shot. I know Atlanta fans are excited, hoping they'll get a win and Bucks will get a loss. But without further ado, let's get on with this week's picks. First game, Browns versus the Ravens. Ravens are favored by 17.5. Over and under is 42.5. Wow, that's a lot of points, man. Whew. But the Browns are, oh my God, they're awful. This is a divisional game. For that to be that much, that's a lot of points, man. It really is. I know Baltimore's going to crush them. I really do. But I'm going to take a shot. Why not? I'm taking a shot. Give me the 17.5 points. I'll take the Browns. Next game, Bengals versus the Steelers. This is my lock of the week. I'm praying Joe Burrow comes through for me, gets me over the 500 mark. I'm taking the Bengals to win this one. This is my lock of the week. Come on, Joe Burrow. Come through for me, baby. Make the playoffs and get us a win. Love to see him in the playoffs, man. Next game, another playoff, a possible playoff team that they need a miracle. They need Tampa Bay to lose, and they have to win. Only way they can get in the playoffs is winning the division, and they have the tiebreaker if it ends up tied. And the only way it ends up tied is if the Bucks lose and they win. So they got to take care of business and win. That's the Falcons. They're favored by 7.5. Over and under is 48.5. I'm taking the Falcons. I think they're going to play good football. I think they're going to try like hell to get in the playoffs. But like I said, they need some help. They need the Bucks to lose as well. So give me the Falcons. I'll give you the 7.5. Next game, Commanders. 11 big wins this year, man. That Daniels kid has really made a difference in that city, buddy. He really has. He is looking great. Great young talent, man. He really is. I like the Commanders. I think they win this game against the Cowboys. They're favored by 4.5. Over and under is 44.5. Give me the Commanders. Next game, my pathetic Chicago Bears. I didn't want to pick against them last week, so I picked over. What did they do? They scored 3 points. The other team scored 6. Pathetic NFL game, man. I remember when I was growing up, there were good games of defensive games, but I don't know what the hell is going on with Chicago. I really don't, but I need them to lose again this week so we can get us a better draft pick. No doubt about that. So I'm hoping they lose. They're going to. They're playing the Packers. Packers are favored by 9.5. Over under 40.5. Give me the Packers to cover. Next game, Texans versus the Titans. Tennessee Titans are favored by 1.5, and that is because they're going to be resting a lot of starters. The Texans are, They're going to be resting all their starters. They don't want no one to get hurt for the playoffs, so that's why Tennessee's favored by 1.5. Give me Tennessee. I will take the 1.5. Next game, Jags versus the Colts. Man, I had a shot to make some. I hit 2 parlays this week, about $500, but I also lost 300, and this involved the Colts. I had 2 big parlays, man. I would have hit 850 on one, 950 on another. All the Colts had to do was win for me. They were favored by 7.5. I just took the money line. What'd they do? They give up 45 points and got their butt spanked to the New York Giants. I know a lot of Indianapolis Colts fans were sick to their stomach as I was over that game. I was so tore up, man. I was sick. I had shots to cash out and, could have made a little money, but I was going for the gusto, and yeah, I went for it all right. I got my butt kicked, and Indianapolis got their butt kicked as well, but I think they're going to get them a little revenge this week. You know, the Jags always play the Colts really, really good, but they look so pathetic. They better do something to make the Indianapolis Colts fans feel a little bit better. So a win at home would do that. I think they're going to win at home, and I think they'll cover. Give me the Colts. Next game, Bills versus the Patriots. Bills are favored by 2.5. They're going to rest a lot of starters as well, probably, but give me the Bills. I'm taking them. I'll give you the 2.5. Man, they look good. Josh Allen looks great. MVP, baby. I think there's 4 players I think deserve the MVP. Joe Burrow's right in there, man. He's leading the league in touchdowns, yardage. Of course, Lamar Jackson, but hey, Lamar's got a great team. He's got great running back there, man, helping him. Josh Allen is doing it all, though. He's doing it all, man. If they didn't have that guy, they probably wouldn't win 3 games. That's a fact. Joe Burrow, though, man, he's having a great year. Barkley's having a great year for Philly. He's got a shot to break a record that's 40 years old, so we'll have to wait and see. But my pick right now is Josh Allen. I think he's deserving of it. Not for nothing in the past, but what he's done this year, he's been a great leader, great football player, great quarterback. He's been everything, man. He's just great, man. So I'm taking Josh Allen to win that. My mind, Josh Allen all day. Give me the Bills. I'll give you the 2.5. Next game, Giants versus the Eagles. Eagles are favored by 3. They're not going to be playing no stars. I like that. You know, got a 17-year-old quarterback on that team. Yeah, 17 years old. He actually played last week. I don't know if he's going to play this week, but give me the Eagles to cover the 3. Next game, Bucks need this game. They have to win. If they lose this game, they're going to lose the division if Atlanta wins. So I'm taking the Bucks all day. They're favored by 13.5. That's a lot of points. It really is. Man, they shocked me. They scored like crazy last week. Baker's playing so well. Over-under's 43.5. I'm taking the Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks and over. Bucks and over. I'm going a 2-way on that one. Next game, Chiefs versus the Broncos. Broncos are favored by 10.5. That shocked me, but I got to thinking, no, Chiefs are going to they're resting everybody. They already got the number 1 seed locked up. They're going to be resting a lot of their starters, so I'm taking the Broncos. Give me the Broncos. Broncos and over 39.5. How about that? Broncos and over 39.5. Next game, Chargers versus the Raiders. Chargers are favored by 5.5. Over and under is 41.5. Give me the Chargers. I'll take the Chargers all day. Here's another game where a team is going to be resting a lot of their starters, and you'll see this in the spread. Seattle versus the Rams. At L.A., Seattle's favored by 5.5. Believe me, if Rams stars were playing, no way. They would be probably 5.5 underdogs. Anyway, I'll go ahead and take Seattle on this one since the Rams are going to be resting everybody. Give me Seattle. Next game, we got Miami versus the Jets. Miami needs this game. Cincinnati needs Miami to lose. If Miami loses and Cincinnati wins, Cincinnati's in the playoffs. It's going to be a horrible, man, because they're playing the sorry-ass Jets. They're only favored by 1.5. You know what? I know the Jets would love to knock Miami out of the playoffs. No question in my mind. Against all my better judgment, I don't know if Tua's going to play this week. He got a dislocated hip or something like that. I'm taking the Jets to upset Miami and knock them out of the playoffs. I'm doing that in hopes of doing that. I just want to bet it on or wish it on because I want Cincinnati to make the playoffs so bad. So give me the Jets. Next game, 49ers versus the Cardinals. Cardinals are favored by 4.5. Over and under is 42.5. Give me the Cardinals. Last game. Biggest game out there, buddy. This one right here is for all the marbles for the divisional championship. Minnesota Vikings at Detroit Lions. Detroit won for me last night. Hey, I hit a, not really big, $240 parlay, but I was grateful for it, believe me. Anytime I win, I'm grateful. I'm taking Detroit all day in this one right here. And you know what? My lock of the week, I'm making this my lock of the week. What I said earlier, forget that. Detroit is my lock of the week. Detroit Lions are going to beat the Minnesota Vikings, win the division. Lock of the week, I promise you. Happy New Year to everybody. I'll see you in the playoffs. Adios.